Hello friends, in our previous tutorial we actually discussed how we can insert a node into a binary search tree. So in this tutorial we will actually code how to insert a node into a binary search tree. So first we'll create an insert method. So public void insert, and to this insert method we'll actually pass the value which we want to insert, and inside this insert method we'll simply call the insert method which we actually discussed in the slide. So we'll pass root and the value which we want to insert, and here we'll create a method as public whose return type would be tree node, name would be insert, taking in parameters as root and the value which we want to insert. Friends, in our previous tutorial we actually discussed the recursive way to insert a node into a binary search tree. So here we'll first provide a base case that if root is equal to null, then we'll simply create a new tree node by passing in the value, and then we'll simply return the root. So this would be our base case, and if root is not equal to null, then we provide the condition which binary tree satisfies, that if value which we want to insert is less than root's value, then we simply traverse to its left and we'll again call insert method by passing in root left and the value which we want to insert, and if value is greater than root's value, then in the else part we simply traverse to the right subtree by calling insert and providing the values root.right and the value which we want to insert. So whatever the insert method will return, we'll simply assign it to the root's left, and in the else part whatever the insert method will return, we'll simply assign to root's right, and finally we'll simply return root. So friends, in our previous tutorial we actually saw how this insert method works step by step. Now let's test its working into the main method. So first we'll create the instance of binary search tree, and then we'll insert few nodes which we actually saw into the slide. So with the value as 5, 3, 7 and 1. So friends, after inserting this 4 nodes, we'll simply print it on the console that whether they are inserted in the right order or not. So friends, in order to print the nodes on the console, I will code the algorithm for in-order tree traversal, which we actually discussed in our previous tutorial when we discussed about the binary tree. So in order, so here it simply will call in order by passing in the root. So here we'll provide in order method which will have the root. So we had also discussed that we'll first. So friends, we also discussed that in order traversal, we first check whether root is equal to null or not. So if root is equal to null, we'll simply return. And in this traversal, we also discussed that first we visit the left subtree of the root, then we actually visit the root, and finally we visit the right subtree. Also friends, here you can see that first we are going to the left of the root, then we are actually printing the root's data, and then we are going to its right. So friends, binary search tree also follows one property, that if we do the in-order traversal of a binary search tree, then the nodes will be printed in sorted form. So let's see how. So we'll simply call in order, which will internally call the in order and will pass root into it. So if I run the code now, so friends, here you can see it printed 1357, and also you can see the numbers are in sorted order, because if we perform in order traversal on the binary search tree, we get the traversal in sorted order. So friends, which actually proves that whatever we inserted into the binary search tree followed these three properties. Friends, I hope you like this video. Thanks, have a nice day.